Why does it feel like Chelsea's midfield is always one bad moment away from collapse? No matter how much money Chelsea has spent, because if you watch closely, everything Chelsea do now flows through just two bodies, two players, and they are Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. And the truth is, that is not sustainable. You understand? This is not about blaming them. In fact, it is about like the opposite. It is about understanding why Chelsea's future plans now revolve around protecting them, because they don't want to lose these players. When you watch Chelsea this season, you see the same pattern again and again. Caicedo covering ground endlessly, understand? Enzo dropping deep, pushing forward, trying to connect everything. And Chelsea are being like they are losing some matches. They are asked to defend transitions, build attacks, control tempo, and still arrive in the final third. That is too much for any player, no matter how talented. And this is where the conversation really begins. Because according to reports, Chelsea's recruitment for 2026 is already being shaped around one clear idea: the midfield must change. Not replace Caicedo and Enzo, but to support them. Before we go deeper, welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy calm, intelligent football conversations that actually make sense, subscribe, like the video, and let us talk football properly. Now, let us slow this down. Chelsea did not buy Caicedo and Enzo by accident. They are long-term investments Chelsea have made. They are the spine of what Chelsea wants to be, and they are the engine of Chelsea right now. But even the strongest spine breaks if it carries too much weight. You all know that. Look at how games turn against Chelsea. It usually starts when the midfield loses control. Not because Caicedo or Enzo are very bad, but because opponents target the space around them. One extra runner, one overload, one moment where legs are tired, because every manager plan against that midfield. And when that happens, Chelsea start chasing games instead of controlling them. That is why the club is already planning ahead. This is not panic buying. This is a recognition. Chelsea now, you understand, they know they cannot keep asking the same two players to do everything. Football at the highest level is about balance. City have it, Arsenal are learning it, Liverpool rebuilt it, Chelsea, you understand, are late to it. And when people talk about Chelsea spending huge amounts of money on players, they miss this detail. Spending is not the same as structuring. Buying names is not the same as building rules. The next midfield signing Chelsea make will not be about hype. It will be about function. Someone who can sit so Enzo can breathe. Someone who can shuttle so Caicedo can stay central, or sometimes have some extra times. You understand? Someone who understands space, not just tackles. And this is where Enzo Maresca's role becomes so interesting, because Maresca's football is positional. He wants structure. He wants players to occupy zones, not just run. And when structure breaks, his frustration becomes visible. Remember the Everton outburst? That was not random. That was a coach seeing his ideas collapse because the balance was not there. Some of you that watched that match, Chelsea did not expect that reaction, and the confusion around it tells you something important. The club is still adjusting to Maresca's demand. He's not a vice manager. Maresca is very serious. He's not improvisational. You understand? He needs pieces that fit. And right now, the midfield pieces do not fully fit his target. This does not mean Chelsea are failing. It means that they are unfinished, you understand? Now, zoom out, let me tell you something small. While Chelsea are planning how to support their midfield core, other clubs are facing different realities, because this is not just happening at Chelsea. If you see Manchester United, for example, are once again chasing attackers, Karim Adeyemi is being discussed at Manchester United. And the story there is almost symbolic. A talented player, a potential move, external factors influencing decisions. United have been here before, chasing talent without fully fixing the structure behind it. So the structure matters a lot. And then there's that uncomfortable reminder. United could have signed Haaland, Bellingham, Rice, but choose differently. That is not just bad luck, that is philosophy. Short-term thinking. They don't think far. Brand over balance. Chelsea have made those mistakes too. But this time, they seem to be learning from the mistakes. Even Arsenal's interest in young Milan players shows a different approach. They are thinking depth, future roles, control growth. Chelsea's midfield plan fits into that same idea. Now, let us come back to Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, because this is where fans often misunderstand the situation. People see tired performances and think these people have really declined or they are adjusting from what they are. They see mistakes and think failure. But footballers are not machines. Load matters, rent matters, support also matters. Caicedo is at his best when he can read the game, not chase it. Enzo is at his best when he can think, not sprint endlessly. Add the right player beside them. Understand? Someone who is right there, and suddenly everything slows down. Passing improves, pressing becomes smarter, transitions become controlled. That is what Chelsea are chasing right now. And this is why 2022 recruitment matters more than January noise. Chelsea are not just building for next weekend, they are building for stability. They want to be stable, not that they will win one match and lose the other match. It does not make sense. Now, here's the part that really matters. If Chelsea get this right, everything else improves. Defense looks calmer, attacks look sharper, young players look better than they actually are. Midfield balance highs flows. Midfield chaos expose them. If your midfield is so not strong, you can see your defender play anyhow. This is why it's conversion. This conversion matters more than transfer gossip. Chelsea are finally asking the right question right now. Not who do we buy, but why do we need them? And that is progress. If you are staying with me till this point, you understand something deeper than headlines. Football is not about names, it's about connections. And Chelsea are trying to fix the most important connection on the pitch. Let me know in the comments, do Chelsea need one midfield or two? Because this is question everybody is asking. And what profile would you bring in to support Caicedo and Enzo? If you enjoyed this conversation, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, because here you enjoy good analysis of football. We don't sugarcoat, we say exactly as it is. For now, bye.